Yeah, that looks like about it.
Hey guys, I got first place today with green in BT6. Really surprising considering it's a pretty rogue variant deck, and it's super cheap. Let's get right into it. So we play 4 of the Minomon and 1 of the Furymon. This is very important to play 5 rookies, or 5 babies, just because the Mimi can push out your baby super fast. So it's really important to have 5 so you don't run out of babies. And of course, Minomon has the effect where it gains 1,000 if you attack into a Digimon. This deck is super aggressive, putting a lot of your opponent's Digimon in suspended mode, which is really important for the Minimon to have that extra 1000k. And 3Dmon can come up sometimes for the extra 2,000 if they have 2 suspended. But oftentimes you are just beating down so many guys that the effect turns off when they run out of guys that are suspended. On to the rookies. We've got 4 of this Powermon. This has the effect similar to the babies to bump up the guy's DPs when you attack into Digimon. 2k is huge. Basically it turns all your Digimon into stronger versions of the same level. So usually like your level 5s have 7k DP. This will bump it up to 9k, which usually kills any kind of ultimate, except for like the ultimates that are really rare, like the 10k ones. They don't come up very often. 2 of the Tentamon and 2 of the Lilamon. There are still some Digibursting effects in this deck that are from BT4 and BT5. So Lilamon comes up sometimes, especially when you have Mimis. They're really important in order to keep playing over your babies so you can pump them out with the Mimis. So, and you don't really need to have more than 2 because they recur themselves. And Tentamon as well. Tentamon's just there really when your opponent has a memory tamer. So you want to play the 3 to match the memory tamer so they're not getting any bonuses from it. And then we've got 2 of the Tarrymon. These are super important because a lot of techs right now are playing the memory boosters, and this will turn off the memory boosters, especially when the starter decks give every color a memory booster. So they're super important. These sort of memory cutters come in a lot of colors. They're pretty much essential in every kind of deck just because to turn off the memory boosters is really important. And 4 of the vanilla rookies, 2 cost hard plays. These can just be any kind of vanillas, but they're really nice just to hard play. And then when you Digizorb to get free evolutions, you can make a 3 cost Digizorb, a 2 cost by hard playing Goblimon, and then suspending it in order to get that free evolution. That's 14 rookies, champions, 2 Woodmon, 4 Kabutomon. This deck is very heavy on blockers, which sort of plays, it's a different kind of play style to how it was in BT5. You are stalling out the game in order to amass advantage on the board, and then when you have amassed enough advantage, you can push for a game with a big push with 5 or 6 beaters. So big blockers are very important. And then for Weemon, very good. You still have some Digibursting effects from BT4 and 5, so Weedmon is good to get that extra memory so you can keep pushing. And 2 of the Arboromon. This is sometimes important when you have Mimi so you can push for game. As well as another card that will come up in the next couple of few. We'll just keep that there for now. Ultimates. 4 of the Blossmon and 1 of the Argomon. The Digisorption effect is very important just so you can Nihog for wipe the board, pretty much for 1 cost. So they're really good to skip for free, especially as well as getting your Megas out the gate very, very early. So that's really nice. And then 2 Cherrymon and 2 of the Lilamon. Lilamon, of course, really good, beats over any level 5 when you've got cards that boost its DP. And Cherrymon, really cheeky card. It's only 2 cost to evolve, and it's an ultimate 7k blocker. This will stay up on the board against a lot of effects that usually flush away level 4s, which are your usual blockers. So this will stall out the game pretty easily, so you can get into your Nihogs or your, speaking of which, your Nihogs all your Ancient Troys. So, a little combo with Ancient Troy and Cherrymon. Cherrymon will block any attack that's 7k or less, or it can block anything bigger, it will just die to the effect. But with Ancient Greymon on the board, you will be suspending you'll be suspending 3 guys. Because this will block 1, and then this effect will block 2 more. That's 3 bodies. And then you can Needhog them and wipe the board. That's so good. It's actually really, really surprisingly good. So that's a little combo, and that's basically the way we built the deck here. That's why we're running so many blockers, because we want to get the combo where we block them from attacking, suspending a bunch of their guys, and then Needhogging them and wiping the board. And then we've amassed a huge advantage, and we can just push the game from there. And then rounding off the megas, we've got the 1 Reflegiumon. So that's 3 Needhog, 3 Ancient Troy, and then 1 Reflegiumon. We're playing a very heavy Digimon build, so it's very important to keep scaling up, keep pushing guys, running very few like tamers or options. Rounding up the Digimon, 2 of the Chaosmon. We swapped out the black-green Chaosmon for the Valderam, because spot removal is much more important in BT6, because Jesmon needs to be spot removed. Jesmon has the effect where it can turn all your Systemons into blockers, and of course if you go into the regular Chaosmon, it will simply be blocked by the Systemons and you won't be able to remove the Jesmon. So Chaosmon Valderam is very important to get rid of that Jesmon. Tamers, 2 Mimis, 1 Takemi. Super important. Takemi is really good to draw you into your megas. Also turn off rookie rush strategies such as the Gabumon Bond. And then Mimi is really good to speed up your deck and give you memory. It's just really, really good. And options: 2 Needle Spray, 1 Hidden Potential. Hidden Potential is really good. Makes your Ancient Troys and your Needhogs free, and makes your Valderams only 1 cost. So, yeah, brilliant. Just really, really good. Overall, it was a really solid deck, super consistent, did everything exactly the way I intended it to be. It had a brilliant matchup against Gabumon Bond, considering that Ancient Troy can suspend their rookies and also suspend their Gabumon Bond, so they won't keep hitting into my security. It also won't be flushed back by the Gabumon Bond because it can only hit level 5s or lower. And the Valderam also did really well against the Bond because they rely on V Wingblade to remove any level 6 threat, where when you have the Valderam on the board, they can't remove it. Plus, if it dies in security, say against a Gabumon Bond, you will get that free memory back, which is super nice. Overall, super consistent deck, super budget deck too. If you're concerned about budget, you can build this deck in under 50 bucks. Super cheap. And if you liked this deck, I'll have a bunch of matches right there for you to watch already up. Other than that, see you next time.